Welcome back to 20 Days of Learning with Illustrator. Yes, I took a week off. Yes, I shaved my beard, but that's because I had to shave my beard and I had to take a week off to mourn the loss of my beard. With that, let's talk about color. In Adobe Illustrator, there's two types of color. There's RGB and CMYK. In short, RGB is for digital assets and CMYK is for printing. Although, unless you really know what you're doing, you're probably going to select RGB almost every single time. Now, what I'm talking about is when you create a new document, like I come up to File and New, it's going to ask me for which color mode I would like to use. Like I said, generally speaking, you're probably going to just select RGB each time, unless you really go down the rabbit hole and learn when you might actually use CMYK. If you happen to select the wrong color mode for your document, you can come up to File and change the document color to CMYK, though keep in mind this might adjust your color just a little bit, so you might have to go back through your artwork and make sure it looks how you want. The other area where I've seen where folks can get messed up with color in Illustrator is on individual object color settings. So for example, on this circle, if I come over to the color, double click, you'll notice that the color selected is actually a purplish color. However, it's displaying as gray. The reason why is because my object settings over here in the color area is selected as grayscale. When I change this back to RGB, I get back to my original purple color. Another really helpful tool when it comes to color is the eyedropper tool. It looks just like this, or you can just select eye on your keyboard and that will open up your eyedropper. The eyedropper will allow me to change the color of an object. First, I'm going to switch over to my selection tool using V, click on my text right here, and maybe I want to select a different color from my image just so that I can get a little bit of a different feel with my text color. You'll notice my text color changes as I click in different areas on my image. The eyedropper tool can be a bit deceiving though, because it doesn't just transfer color. For example, if I select this example text right here, go over my eyedropper tool and select this below text, notice that it doesn't just apply the color, but it also applies the font, the size, all of the attributes of my other object. So if I take this circle right here, go to my eyedropper tool and select the gradient, it's not going to select the individual color, but it's actually going to apply the gradient. You can compensate for this using the eyedropper tool by holding shift while you click. This will apply only the color of the selected object. Notice the same thing happens when I go to my gradient. I switch to my eyedropper tool, hold shift, and it only selects the exact pinpointed color that I have from the gradient itself. In addition to pulling color and attributes, the eyedropper tool can also be used to push attributes. So if I hold Alt and click on any object, it will now apply those same effects of whatever object is currently selected. Finally, this would not be a complete tutorial if we didn't talk about color.adobe.com. Color.adobe.com is a platform that can be used to identify color themes for a project. For example, I can come over here to these different color harmony rules, select whichever rule I might like. As I play with the colors, the same rule that I have selected will be applied regardless of where I go on the color wheel. Once I have a theme that I like, I can save the theme to my Adobe account, or I can simply click on individual colors and get the specific codes that I need for that particular color. That's everything I've got for you today. Thanks and have a fantastic rest of your week.